I'm drowning out here, man. I'm drowning here. All right? Please, just help me.
You just stayed in school, AI. You're not ready.
My career is your opportunity to become an NBA superstar. NBA 2K19 features a full story guiding your My Player across the globe to the NBA G League.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. American Airlines Arena, the place, and the Miami Heat will be on their home floor as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Well, for the Grizzlies, one of the things they'd like to accomplish, getting good shots. Maybe easier said than done. Defenses are quick to adapt, but they know that that's what gives them the best chance to win. And how about Dwayne Wade? Come on. Shaq, we're talking about an all-time great at the shooting guard position. Do you think he's gotten all the credit he deserves?
You know, even after all the rings, I think people still sleep on D. Wade.
I got you.
At his peak, as dominant as any two-guard we've seen, aside from the great Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I would agree. He's a top 5 two-guard of all time. Injuries have slowed him down, but despite that, he's had a wake up, Shaq. He's had an incredible career. And you nicknamed him Flash, didn't you?
I did.
No doubt. And you went to sleep.
That's when you weren't enduring sleep apnea, apparently. Hey, sleep apnea.
Wake up.
Yeah, we're on the air.
Oh, sorry.
Toss
Back
it to
you, Kevin.
We're live, the home of the Miami Heat, American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Miami Heat has established that high standard for fitness. Even Eric Spoelstra has gotten into it in his late 40s. The Heat coach says when he's working out, I'm in a different place. The physical, emotional, and mental benefits, I'm hooked. Kevin?
As hard as he works, great that he takes care of himself, too. DA, thank you. Tonight, two teams that like to slow it down a little bit, playing that half-court ball. Brent, we don't get to see that as often as we kind of have in the past.
Well, and that's okay, Kevin, because coaches who have a roster that's full of guys who they feel like physically can take advantage of defenses wearing down, or they're looking at their opponent as somebody who's not really patient defensively and wants to play through a 24-second possession, then if you slow it down, you might have more opportunities for post-ups, cuts, and late baskets because of defensive breakdown.
Coaches knowing what they've got to work with.
Well, you got to know your personnel.
Yep. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Conley out there with Bradley. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. Richardson against Bradley. There's Winslow. Adebayo with the bucket.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Dragic against Conley. Pass to Jackson. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Now here's Jackson. Shoots over Olynyk, and the basket by Jackson.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Outside Dragic. Kicks it to Winslow. Olynyk with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Olynyk against Jackson. 5 to shoot. And Jackson with the block. Dragic against Conley. Now the feed to Valanciunas. Dragic taking his time here. Passes it to Adebayo. He kicks it to Richardson. Olynyk against Jackson. The fadeaway. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Olynyk's got his first 2 points of the night.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Feeds it to Bradley. Down low. It's tipped. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. Here's Jackson. That shot missing. And Miami the other way now. And here's Richardson. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Olynyk can't hit.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
Well, the best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Stolen by Jackson. Dragic against Conley. It's Bradley on the wing. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Bradley's got 5 points so far.
Better from the corners, but Bradley becoming much more consistent as a three-point threat.
Richardson the pass to Dragic. Back to Richardson. The pass to Adebayo. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Bradley. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling. Exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
And Bam Adebayo, the 14th overall pick in 2017 out of Kentucky.
Yeah, his name seems to be pretty fitting, right? Like setting screens. Bam. Getting a dunk. Bam. Tremendous athlete, and he can throw it down with some of the best power forwards in the game.
And here is Olynyk. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Now here's Winslow. No points in the game yet for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You see Justice Winslow get into that low defensive stance. Signals kind of like he did at Duke, slap the floor and be ready for a defensive possession.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he makes the first. And Winslow about 6'7", 225, but Brent, it seems like he plays a lot bigger.
Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes. He gets lots of minutes at the power forward position and tries to rebound like a 4, and when he gets it, he can rip it down and run it up the court.
Both good from the line that time. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Conley feeling it out. Pass to Valanciunas. Can't cash in from close range.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
Winslow finds Dragic. Here's Olynyk, covered by Conley. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Now you got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
Outside Bradley. Pass to Valanciunas. Fades back. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Inside. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Man, what a missed opportunity there. Really just came down to some poor timing.
Now here's Valanciunas. Jackson has the open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Dragic kicks to Olynyk. Pass to Winslow. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a new group in for the Heat. Whiteside's checked in for Adebayo. Johnson comes in for Kelly Olynyk. Waiters, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Richardson. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Joakim Noah's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. C.J. Miles comes in for Anderson. Brooks checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Wright in for Mike Conley. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Wade outside. He feeds it to Johnson. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Now, here's Miles. Right with it. Shot clock at 6. The Grizzlies with another miss. Johnson up top, defended by Miles. And the shot goes down. Dragic has got his first points of the game.
Terrific patience around the paint area from Dragic there. Calmly knocks one down from the interior.
Right with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And it's Miles missing. The Heat trail by 5. Here's Wade. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And the mid-range jump shot is something Dwayne Wade has really perfected throughout his career.
Right against Dragic. Right, the pass to Noah. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Who do you think is best at converting off his offhand?
I really do like Mike Conley in Memphis when he gets to, and I love his timing on it, Kevin, that running right-hand hook shot that he shoots from about 8 feet. And one of the reasons I'm so enamored with it is because Mike will shoot it in the fourth quarter with under 30 seconds to go on a critical possession. That, to me, screams of confidence. A tremendous offhand by Mike Conley.
When it means the most, he'll use that move.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that Kyrie Irving won't do it with his left in Boston, but when Mike Conley pulls it out at some of the moments where you just say, wow, a right-handed runner with 40 seconds to go, fourth quarter, good on you, Mike Conley.
Now here's Dragic over right, and it falls over the rim and in.
Got to respect the mid-range play of Goran Dragic right there. The left-handed point guard strokes it well.
Right with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Waiters against Miles. Stolen by Waiters. Stolen by Noah. Now Wright. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one's swatted.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Jackson. Here's Wright. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Miles missing. The Heat trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Wade. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
That's just better offense from Dwayne Wade, trumping the defense.
And there's a minute 45 left here in the first quarter. Holiday finds Noah. The kick out to Wright. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Heat have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Wade dishes to Waiters. Kicks it to Dragic. Five on the clock. They get the rebound. Whiteside, good. Whiteside's got the game tied up here for Miami.
Yeah, some of the best centers in the league understand every aspect of the offense and where shots are coming from, and Whiteside positioned himself well for that one.
From deep, Miles knocks down the 3 ball. Miles has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You can blame some poor defense on that play, just a total breakdown. Got to at least contest at some point.
Waiters for 3. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's Wright with the ball for Memphis. Dishes it to Brooks. Here's Noah. He kicks to Miles. Over Waiters. Noah fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, he powered right through the defense that time and focused on still scoring.
This trip is his 2nd to the free throw line in this one.
One shot, gentlemen.
Noah can still be a leader out there, a high-energy guy who demands the best out of his teammates.
Dragic against Wright. Outside Dragic. Over Wright. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the NBA. He talked about that journey.
The ups and downs of injuries and early on in my career not being able to be consistent enough to be considered a top guard in the league and making myself work that much harder to get my game to a level where I feel that I can compete against anybody in the league. And that's what I'm most proud of, is just being able to withstand that.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, they found a little bit of space out there on the perimeter, and they have a shared confidence right now. That tends to breed some success for this team.
Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. Dragic and Wade, the 2 playmakers in the guard spots. And it's Waiters in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here is Miles. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Holiday, no one around him. That 3 off the mark.
And that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
Hassan Whiteside, a max player for the Miami Heat, but I've heard some analysts say, Brent, that they question whether he's a Miami Heat type of player. Why is that?
Well, the Heat are built around a pretty much maniacal work ethic. There's a lot of grinders, and you look at Whiteside as a draft prospect. He worked out for the Heat and actually walked out midway through a workout, yet they stuck with him, they kept tabs on him, and they brought him in, and they've paid him handsomely to be out there and be impactful. That's got to be on a nightly basis.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, D.A. Thank you. Now here's Brooks after Dion Waiters' miss. Here's Noah, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. And that one, good. Whiteside's got 6 points.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And what a story for Hassan Whiteside. A second-round pick back in 2011. He's bounced around. I mean, the G League, China. He even played over in Lebanon. It wasn't until 2015 that he emerged seemingly out of nowhere as a factor for the Miami Heat.
A different look for Miami. Olenek, he's checked in for Johnson. Winslow comes in for Dion Waiters. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Goran Dragic. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Noah. Kyle Anderson comes in for C.J. Miles. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Mike Conley in for DeLon Wright. And Whiteside in 2016 receiving a 4-year max contract, Greg, from the Heat.
Amazing how far he's come. Set the franchise record for most blocks in a game. And pretty impressive when you think of the big men who played for the Heat. We're talking Lonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal, no less.
I don't think Avery Bradley worried about the defense at all on that play.
Richardson the pass to Whiteside. Winslow kicks to Wade. Puts it up from 15, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Outside Conley. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Winslow comes to help. Shot clock at 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Memphis. Anderson finds Bradley to the paint. Here's Conley. Drops in the short one. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Bradley against Wade. Down low. And the dunk by Olenek.
As soon as Wade looks up and sees his teammate all alone, simple pass, throws it ahead, uncontested J.
Richardson against Conley. Richardson kicks to Wade. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Dwayne Wade had hoped to return to the Miami Heat. Last season at the trade deadline, he got his wish.
And it just seems right when he's in a Miami Heat uniform. It's a second home for him, and he's back where he belongs, baby. Wade County.
That one is off. Traveling has been a concern for the NBA for a while. For a purist like you, do you like that?
Well, you got to get from city to city, Kevin.
I don't think that's the kind of traveling I'm talking about here.
The violation.
Yes. I only ask you pay attention.
I'm sorry,
that's all.
Kevin.
It's a simple request.
Yeah, they're doing a better job. Some get away with it more than others. How's that?
What an answer. Thank you, Brent. And the second free throw, good. And even though Father Time Brent has taxed Wade on his athleticism quite a bit, you can still see glimpses of it when it matters most.
That seems to be the way of Wade right now, is waiting for the moments, the bigger moments, to step up and hit big shots or make the right play. He won't make plays as often as he once did throughout the course of a regular season game, but instills some confidence in his teammates on the floor come crunch time.
One shot.
That's good from Conley.
And you got to love just how smart of a point guard Mike Conley is. You never get the sense he is forcing anything with the ball and keeps it moving around to his teammates. Very aware of his spacing and the spacing of others while running that offense.
Now here's Olynyk. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Grizzlies. Outside Bradley. The pass to Valanciunas. Bucket is good. And Conley, who is so good with space and timing on offense, seems to always find a way to score inside.
I mean, he has that great floater to lean on for scoring. And the only thing you want from Conley is help. Has had a few too many injuries to ignore the last few seasons. This team is so visibly better when he is healthy and on the floor.
And one of the things that makes Dwayne Wade such a special player is his ability to get his teammates going.
Here's Valanciunas. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, his shooting has been on target here in the second frame after not being able to get anything going in the first.
First trip to the free.
Under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Well, last season we saw Valanciunas start to step out a bit with his shot.
You know, started taking about 1-3 a game, and you wonder if he's geared up to act more like a stretch five over the next part of his career. He's always had a great touch from the line and mid-range. Now, that just seems like a natural progression.
Now, here's Anderson after Dwayne Wade's miss. Outside Conley. There's the dish to Valanciunas. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And so here's Memphis. Trailing by 2. 3 on the clock. Conley dishes to Valanciunas. And the wing jumper offline.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Richardson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Anderson outside, lets the three fly, and there's Jackson on the assist by Anderson. Jackson's got 8.
Kyle Anderson plays obviously at his pace, but he's a terrific passer that sees the floor well.
Back to Wade, knocked loose. There's Winslow. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
All those hours in the offseason working on the catch-and-shoot jumper, it pays off there. When he shoots it with confidence, it looks good.
Now here's Conley. 8 points for him. Valanciunas, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Well, this Heat organization has had such a great run of success under their owner, Mickey Arison, and what Pat Riley has done to pour the foundation of the culture around Miami. This is not a team that likes to throw away any chance to compete or any season for that matter.
One shot, gentlemen.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. And memories of the Big 3 era of Bosh and Wade and LeBron James still fresh, Brent, in the memory of the Heat organization.
Well, more fresh in the memory of the fans of the Miami Heat. The organization trying to do their best to move forward and move on. Of course, that team 4 straight finals appearances, won 2 NBA championships. They want to get back to that level. They know they got to find some talent and some diamonds in the rough and trying to figure out a path to get there.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
Give a resume so I can see what you're about. Yo, snatch up your camera, I need things like astronaut. Please don't make me pull up on you. Like I'm Sawyer, like to get right to the point. And my sneakers match my sweater. I got hella sons like soy. Like my dad, I'm the man. Don't wanna see me mad. What you do is you lost. Go ahead and call a cab. Hey, yesterday my mother called me. She told me that she be worried about my food and what I eat. And I told her it's calorie. When I got no plans, sipping on it after dinner. You say you hang with the man. I see him when I'm in the mirror. The middle of the day ain't even have to feel on your. Every day I just be sipping chamomile. That's a pill. Everybody show up.
Olynyk the pass to Winslow. Inside, and the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Winslow against Anderson. Winslow finds Olynyk. And Jackson with the block. Outside Bradley. Shoots the 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Adebayo passes to Waiters. Stolen by Jackson. Bradley against Waiters. And Winslow comes to help. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. James Johnson's checked in for Miami. Memphis also making some changes. C.J. Miles comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Brooks subbed in for Avery Bradley. Here's Jackson. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, Johnson's tenacity meter right now redlining. He loves taking the punishment and finishing through it.
Remember back in 2016, James Johnson signed a make-good contract with the Heat. He's transformed his body, going from about 274 to under 240. And in the following season, they rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million deal.
And that one falls for Johnson. And for James Johnson, losing all that weight seems to have unlocked his versatile, high-energy game, Greg.
Yeah, and this lower weight, Kevin, this guy's a wall of muscle. You combine that with the greater mobility, and now he possesses an athletic advantage most every night he takes the floor.
The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
The first one falls.
And head coach Eric Spoelstra always looking for different perspectives, looking to tweak and change certain things and constantly learning. That's a growth mindset. We hear him talk about that a lot, and it's something that he encourages not only his staff to do, but his players as well.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 6. It's Adebayo, top of the key. He dishes it to Waiters. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And Spoelstra assigns assistants to read books, attend clinics, and bring back reports. Always looking for new insights.
Yep, lots of paperwork on that Miami Heat coaching staff. They keep daily notes on everything from basketball to the big picture around the team. Stats, quotes, questions, all inspirational stuff. So anything they can draw a competitive advantage on or keep things positive, Spo's looking to do that.
And the free throw, no good.
Still struggling to find some consistency as an offensive player, but Waiters does get to the free throw line a fair amount for a guy who shoots so many threes.
Now here's Johnson. He has 5. Count it. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Miles with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Right against Dragic, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
The Grizzlies have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Two shots.
Free throw drops for Wright. And so Wright nails both of them. 1:02 left in the first half. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Up and in on the layup. Adebayo's got 4 this quarter.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
And right, here we go. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Grizzlies have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Blue shots.
Free throw drops for Wright. And so Wright nails both of them. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here's Dragic. He's got 6. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Brooks kicks it to Noah. Pass to Wright. Jackson in the corner. The Grizzlies with another miss.
If they can just hold this now for the last shot.
Right, no need to give the ball back here. Run the clock down, be patient, and run a decent play.
8 seconds left now here in the second. Back to Wright. This one for 3, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And that is massive. The 3 at the buzzer ties it up, and they'll go to the break the way we started, dead even.
It's all tied in Miami. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Dwayne, you guys have been pedal to the metal in transition. Looks like you're having fun out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of up and back. Close down the paint, close out the three-point shooter, get the ball out, go. So, these are one of those games that you enjoy to play.
All right, Dwayne, keep having fun in the second half. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on.
They won it. They played aggressively and got to the line. A strong attacking mindset. I like it. We'll see if they bring the same attitude in the second half, though.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
Welcome back. American Airlines Arena, visible on the far right of your screen in that overhead shot of downtown Miami. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Avery Bradley.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Memphis, Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Bradley is out there with Conley, and it's Valanciunas in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Dragic, just 2 to shoot, and that one goes long. And it's Memphis on the break. Winslow against Anderson. Pass to Conley. The feed to Valanciunas. Count that bucket. Valanciunas has got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Grizzlies. And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. Passes it to Winslow. Here's Adebayo. Now here's Richardson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
Now here's Anderson. Goes back up. Rebound by Olynyk.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Richardson, no luck. Memphis trailing here. Right side, Bradley. The pass to Valanciunas. Conley against Dragic. From 12 feet out. Second chance shot. And Valanciunas with the layup. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Winslow. 8 points for him. Here's Anderson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Kyle Anderson getting physical with the defense that time. That helps him draw the contact.
And he can't get the first one.
And Kyle Anderson, the intriguing UCLA product last season, pretty much a breakout one for him. With Kawhi's injury, the numbers were up all across the board for slow-mo, in large part because those chances were there, and he was in the system for the last 3 years, so he felt confident in what he was being asked to do.
That one is no good. And with Anderson, he has a strange tempo to this game, but he finds ways to impact the floor.
That's a nice way of saying it, Kevin. A lot of guys call him slow-mo, as you know. He reminds a lot of people of a former Spur and Boris Diaw, who, if he didn't have a cup of coffee, he was playing at his pace for most of his career.
And Memphis making a change here. Holiday's checked in.
Justin Holiday.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Winslow with it. He's got 8. Miami no good on that time either.
Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
Now, here's Whiteside. He's got 6. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
One of those nights in the long season where Avery Bradley seems to be licking his chops.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Winslow. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Winslow's got 10 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Bradley deciding where to go with it. Valanciunas against Whiteside. Out to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. All sorts of time, and the jumper falls for him. He's got 10.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Now, here's Whiteside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And Miami making a change here. Wade's checked in. Kicks it to Winslow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Whiteside. No good on that one. And Memphis the other way now. Outside Conley. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Feeds to Holiday. Stolen by Winslow. To the inside. Here's Wade. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
As soon as Wade gets the ball that close to the basket, he's going to take advantage of weak defense and score.
Conley kicks to Anderson. Back to Conley. Lock at 6. And Whiteside sends it back. Winslow wide open. He fires. Good on the three-point shot. And now just a 2-point Grizzly lead. Down low, Valanciunas. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah, easy call.
For Memphis, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good. And the Heat with some changes. James Johnson's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Josh Richardson. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Joakim Noah's checked for Bradley. And it's Wright in for Mike Conley. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Such a big bonus to have a big guy that can step up to the free throw line and knock down shots. So many guys struggle from there.
Winslow against Wright. Fades away. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. He kicks to Noah. Back to Wright. From the wing. Good on the bucket. Wright's got 9. Here's Winslow. He's got 13. Wade on the wing. Over Brooks. That's good from Wade on the assist by Winslow. Winslow's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
And right, here we go. That one good for 2. 8 points for him.
You cannot give players that kind of positioning, and the defense also late in trying to alter that shot.
Waiters against Miles. Dion Waiters, Brent, with the game that evokes a lot of different opinions.
Well, count the Miami Heat in that group. They've seen the potential. They rewarded him for that potential. Now we just got to see him on the floor on a consistent basis.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And Dion Waiters, midway through last season, finally had season-ending surgery on his left ankle. He had been trying to manage that injury since the season prior.
Yeah, and ended up losing out on a bonus of over $1 million, which was contingent on him playing 70 games. His play had fallen off, though, so quite possible he needed that surgery even before he suffered the setback.
And he sinks the second. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks, that's a two-pointer. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Brooks has got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis. Waiters outside. Pass to Winslow. Kicks it to Waiters. Over Jackson, and Jackson with the block. Winslow against Wright. Pass to Miles. There's 1:47 left in the third. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wade kicks to Winslow. Waiters surveying the D. That one goes. Count it. 8 points for Hassan Whiteside.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Now Miles. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Miles has got 5.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Here's Waiters, and Jackson with the block.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. His squad's suffering because of it right now, a bit out of rhythm.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Out to Wade. 32 seconds left in the third. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Goran Dragic is checked in for Winslow. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Anderson's checked in. .30 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wade. A terrific shot on the turnaround. He's got 13. 23 seconds left in the third. Wright against Dragic. Wright outside. Passes to Miles. Wright looking around. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Excellent defense from Dragic there to make sure that shot was not an easy one.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Dragic and Wade, the two playmakers in the guard spots. Whiteside is out there with Adebayo, and it's Waiters in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Wright, and there's the pass to Miles. Over Waiters, and it's Miles missing.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
2 points, that one goes.
Well, Waiters and confidence, they go together pretty well.
And Wright kicks to Brooks. Pass to Jackson. Now Miles. Now here's Anderson. That one good for 2. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. Miles against Waiters. 6 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Right side, good.
Quick elevation for a 5. Makes him deadly on the interior, was Whiteside.
Dragic against Wright. From deep, Miles hits the three-point bomb.
You could see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
Now here's Dragic. Wade finds Dragic. Back to Wade. Stolen by Miles. Wright, the pass to Anderson. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
Anderson has those long strides anytime he's in the open court. A difficult player to guard when he's going to the rack.
And the Heat call time here.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive but not committing turnovers.
A different look for Miami. Olynyk comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Memphis also making some changes. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. Bradley comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Mike Conley in for DeLon Wright. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. We'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
Thank you, David.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game has broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
Well, you see the excellent skill set, and this is when you want to make an impact.
I feel like there's an uptick in the intensity as well. Fourth quarter, and it's closing time.
Now here's Valanciunas, and it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And it's Bradley off the drive. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Dragic. Over Valanciunas. Off the left rim and out.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
Now here's Jackson. The 3 from Bradley. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Rise and fire, the aggressive mindset from Bradley, helping his teammates stay engaged.
Dragic kicks to Waiters. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Dragic against Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Justice Winslow. He's checked in for Miami. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Hate on my hips like in Laos. That boy say like a cheerleader. She want me feel like a cheerleader. So they watch it ricochet off. Then I skirt off on it till they out. They don't got nothing on me till I pop. They don't got nothing on me, call it pop. I hit that boy like a hoverboard, running back. Look at that boy, hit that running back. Shout out to Sasas with Summer Ghost. I got addicted to salsa tacos. Got out of and ramen noodles. Now I see how I'm gonna make a stamina. I used to be holding the camera. Look at the back, got you wonder what. That's praying to me like my hand no container. We love to temple, I feel like Santana. Sweet like in the first, she Hannah Montana. I was clean, Tony Montana. Made it my wife up. She can't kick it, she's so mellow. Confused. Don't name that, say brainless. So hit flash it. We must stay nasty.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And here's Anderson. Valanciunas in the high post. And now it's a double-digit lead.
Well, not a mismatch until you exploit it. That's exactly what he did there from the mid-range.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Anderson. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Anderson, he excels when he plays in the open court like that and has a chance to make a good decision.
And you watch Kyle Henderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense, and wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
That one misses for Anderson. And with Anderson, the defense has been a focus for him the last few seasons.
And even though Anderson doesn't get up and down the floor fast, he still has quick hands and feet. Is being asked to guard some of the top forwards in the league for this team and wants players to try and shoot over him so he can use his length. Considers it a win if his assignment takes a jumper and doesn't get around it.
Faded away to create the space. 8 points for Kelly Olynyk.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Conley dishes to Bradley. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Kicks to Jackson. Passes it to Conley. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Dragic. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Conley's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies. Conley against Dragic. Now the pass to Richardson. Winslow with it. Here's Adebayo. Banked in off the glass.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
Conley finds Anderson. And here's Valanciunas, covered by Winslow. Outside Conley. He feeds it to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Now here's Dragic. To the paint. Here's Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here is Conley. And there's the feed to Jackson. Dishes it to Bradley. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Heat. Outside Dragic. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Bradley, no one around him. And it's good off the back rim and in.
I just really like it when Avery Bradley's playing with rhythm. And that right there was a rhythm jumper.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. And here are the Heat now. They trail by 14. Dragic kicks to Wade. Over Bradley. Wade misses. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Anderson outside. Valanciunas passes to Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. Over Wade. Bradley with another miss.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Wade.
Everything falling for Wade right now. It's got to be in his team's best interest to keep finding him.
Conley against Dragic. Conley kicks to Anderson. Outside Conley. Takes the three. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Memphis.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
Here's Jackson. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
.29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Wright. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Here's Brooks. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Assist goes to
And the Grizzlies lead by 15. Dragic with it. He kicks it to Whiteside. Here's Waiters, and then Waiters with the jam.
Nice awareness from Whiteside there, understanding where his teammates were on that possession.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. There is a better game, there is a worse game, but, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time